y'all was studying. All right. So I just proved to y'all that all of these courts are operating as trustees. So let's go to Article 2, Section 8 of the Florida Constitution. Real quick, let me qualify some things to you guys before we go into the federal regulations. Right? Article 2, Section 8. And all you gotta do, people, it might not be in the same number, but you guys got to start learning about your Constitution. Okay? So we in Article 2. Let me tell you, Article 2, it will be general provision of your state. All right? Your state constitution. So Article 2, Section 8 will be ethics in government. Ethics in government. It says a public office is a public trust. 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 The people shall have the right to secure and sustain that trust against abuse. What do that mean? A public office is a public trust. Let's talk about it. People, places, and things is a noun. A noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or things. What am I saying? All right. A public office is a public trust. A public office is a place. It's a dwelling. And with that dwelling, remember the word public came before office. So public officer. So it take a public body to sit in that office. So it makes them what? A trust?
A trustee.
That's what's going on. So they're trustees. Trustees. How many of y'all heard of the word executrix?
I have.
Where did you, on what document do they have, do you find that?
So they have that on some IRS papers. They have it.
They have executrix?
Well, executor, no. Not executrix, but
Oh, correct yourself.
yes.
Correct yourself.
Correct myself, yes.
Right. Because I don't, you know what, let me pull it up. Let me ask you a question. Where do people really come up with these things? Is it a word? Yes. But it is not defined, it's not used on none of their paperwork. It's just like saying secure party creditor. What is that? Because I looked at a UCC 1 and I can't find it. I see secure party, but I don't see secure party creditor. You see, I could find the definition of secure party when I define that form, but I can't find secure party creditor. Can anybody find secure party creditor on that UCC form? Could anybody find secure party creditor on that UCC form? No such thing. So I don't know why people see when people say things these misnamers, because that's what it is. It's called a misnamer. You see what I'm saying? And the misapplication of such things is what throw people and make people look like idiots. You see what I'm telling you? Because people looking at you and say, yo, executrix, it's a word. It's just not what it is. See, anything with the OR, like grantor. Grantor and grantee is two different words because you are the grantor. Grantor is a person that gives away their shit. A grantee is in receiver mode. So when you look at your document, they are using grantor and labeling you as the grantor in your mortgage, don't it?
Yes, I just had a call coming in. I apologize, but yes, I heard the end of.
They label you a grantee inside of your mortgage.
True.
They might not do it in the next state to label the person a grantee, a grantor, but they are in the same position because the document that they're giving you anyway is fraud. It's a quick put together. You won't know the difference because you don't know what the real thing look like anyway.
Right.
But all of the regulations is uniform. Why? Because it's administrative. Do you know what statewide means? Statewide doesn't only encompass your state. That means every state and every state jurisdiction. Statewide. Wide. It didn't say within the state of. It's a statewide. That makes a difference.
Yeah, big difference.
Y'all tripping. You see how much schooling y'all gotta go back through? They never taught you how to read. They taught you how to identify things and put it in a statement. That's not reading.
Facts. That's true.
Tell me I'm lying.
Truth.
Somebody tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying and I'm gonna correct you. Ask me how if you don't know. Because the thing about it is, it's just like you teach your child, da, mama. You see? They don't stop until they learn how to pronounce the word, right? And then you went from them knowing how to identify mama and daddy to now use it in a sentence. I want my daddy. Ain't that a sentence? Ain't that what teachers used to do? They give y'all vocabulary words until you use it in a sentence?
Yes.
Then how the fuck is that learning how to read? That is identifying things and use it in a sentence. Because where was your comprehension in the reading part of it?
Right.
You teach your kids today how to identify things. Look at that kite. And mommy dog. Vocabularies. Oh, y'all get it? It's become programming. So as they get older, they build what's called vocabulary words. So when they build these vocabulary words, they don't learn how to use it in a sentence over a period of time. So now they're saying, mommy and daddy, and I want McDonald's, and I want this, and you can't get them to shut up.
Yep.
What's the comprehension part? Because every time you listen to somebody read, they act like they was next to Usain Bolt doing this. So if you are reading at 45 miles an hour, where is your comprehension? Where's your comprehension? You ever sat down and listened to somebody read? They call it reading. Not because I can identify words, because that's what your eyes doing. It's skipping. It's seeing the word, and you just identifying it. So it sounds like he reading or she reading, but all she doing is saying it real fast. Saying the sentence sentence real fast, right? So it sound good. That is not reading. Because when you sit there and you break down them words, it take on a different meaning. So where was your comprehension with the passage you read? I just call it identifying. I don't know what you call it. If you say that's reading, then I can't say that's not reading to you.
That's the same thing they did with race, with black, white. Well, it's the same thing. You identify as the color, but when you look up the definition, it's totally different.
You see what I'm saying to you? I'm not going to say what's real to you, what's fake to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in a position to do that because it is your rights and your belief. But your rights and your belief is wrapped up in feelings and not facts, because what they got in their regulation is not gonna change. It's been here before you were born, your mama was born, your mama was born, your mama was born, and the fucking trade line going all the way back. So how the fuck you gonna come and reinvent a wheel of something you didn't create? Again, that's what's wrong with people, disrespectful. The Constitution was written in 1787. 1787 till now. Who do you guys know from 1787 till now?
No one.
Nobody. So why would you blame Donald Trump? That is called bearing false witness against thy neighbor. How can you blame Donald Trump for what somebody did in 1787? These laws been written before our time. It's not been amendments throughout the course of anybody that come in position. But they don't go back in there and read these. If they did even remotely try to scratch the surface, they would have never got out of law school. What the hell is y'all talking about, man?
Right, the critical thinking. That's why they removed that from the schools as well. Don't ask questions, basically.
Nobody asks questions. They take everything at fair value. And because I got on a suit and tie, it gives me credibility. Because I got on a suit and tie. You put a monkey in a suit and get the same result. How is it that you got people out here know more than lawyers? And they went to school. And you get paid. And they're the one that be mad. People don't understand. Attorneys cannot put the word lawyers on their card. There is such thing as license to practice law. It's not required of us as a layman, because they told you in law you cannot hold us to the same standard as a lawyer. But a lawyer mean, when they say license a certificate is a license, people. Damn. You wouldn't even know what a license looked like because you're so used to hearing the word license. Oh, driver's license. A driver's license. Driver's license. Your high school diploma is a license.
The bond as well.
What they talking about, sis? Your bachelor's and your master's is a driver's license. Your library card is a license. Yeah. That's why I tell you I can't talk to them, sis. They're not hearing me.
I tapped the screen.
What I fail to understand is everybody want to be their own business owner. Yo, let me tell you something. You can't have it both ways. Ain't no fucking way you gonna have it both ways. How you want to be your own business owner? You can't even run the one they gave you.
Right.
You can't even run the one they gave you. All they told you, micromanage your business. Yo, you got food to eat, use this. They might have not told you how to use that motherfucker, but the laws was made what? Public. Because we done define secret. And that ain't Victoria. Alright? screen, man. Y'all tap the screen. Y'all show me some love, man. Y'all some flames in the chat. Y'all feeling what I'm saying? Tap that screen, man. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. Tap that screen, family. What is it? 40? Hey, I want 100K by the time I get out of here. Y'all want me to keep cooking? I'm telling y'all. Y'all get me right, man. Y'all get me right now. Y'all get me right now. Okay, y'all know I'm dropping that drip. Help me out now. It ain't cost you nothing. Hey, Coco. When I come back, I want to see so much flames from you in one episode. I want you to put as much flames as you can put in that box until I come back.
I got you.
I don't understand. That's like giving me a $2 bill when you give me 4 of them.
I got you.
Don't do me like that. What the fuck is that?
I got you.
Burn that motherfucker down if you feel what the fuck I'm saying.
I got you.
Y'all don't do that shit for R. Kelly. That motherfucker was here. Y'all throw him all your money. You know what I'm saying? And I can't get some goddamn flames on the chat. Okay, Sean come through. Y'all do the same thing for him. Give me some flames. Give me some taps. Tap the screen. Don't do me like that. Come on, ladies. I always win with y'all. I'm not talking about win by being your opposition. I'm talking about by having you on my team. See that? Y'all make them great. Y'all remember that.
Give us some taps, y'all. Tap the screen. Let's get up to 50K likes, guys. Show some gratitude for 8701.
See, the thing about it is, everybody want to be successful, but nobody want to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's supposed to just come easy to you. You know what I mean? But put in no work. But let me show you something about fast. What's the point of having something fast that you can't keep?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because, you know, y'all want to obtain stuff, but y'all don't know how to keep it.
Facts. But you have to put in work. Gotta put in some reading. You gotta research, guys. You definitely do. And I'll be ready to pull.
You know what it is? Because you don't have the sense of direction of where to actually go, because so many people telling you this, so many people telling you that. You see what I'm saying? Well, as you can see, I go into regulation, and if, you know what I mean, I don't know anybody. Well, I'm not going to say I don't know anybody, because you got some of these people that do. But I can't imagine anybody that love jail. You see what I'm saying to you? But you got those that do. But, you know, anybody that really got something going on ain't really on that. Because one thing y'all got to understand, you know, I didn't write these laws. You see what I'm saying to you? These laws been written before my time, before I even was born, before I was even considered, before you was even considered. You see what I'm telling you? So you got to step up. You got to be responsible. You can't say they didn't, because they was from your era. So just like you didn't know, they don't know. Because if we go right now, we could say, yo, you know what? Let me go down to the D recorder office. Yo, let me get my security. They're going to look at you like, what? Man, let me get my security. Sir, we don't know what you're talking about. I might have to ask you to leave. Y'all ain't gonna get my security? They're gonna look at you like you're a lunatic. Why? Because they are used to the word what? Deed and warranty deed. So if y'all went in there and said, could I get my warranty deed, please? They'll be quick though. Here you go. Right? As long as you can provide the proper proof and identification, they'll give it to you. Right or wrong? So how you gonna go in there and use a language to them that they don't understand? If they knew that was a security, if they knew that was a security and an asset, you don't think that they would have spent that motherfucker? That's a bank though. That's a different kind of bank. That's not a financial institution. Just like I showed you, the word government is used loosely, and you guys are designed to think that the word government means, oh, we are lawful people. No. Government, the word government is anything that created a structure. You, multiple people, a gang. Again, a gang is a government. Again, Bloods and Crips, Latin Kings, all that shit is a government. You know the only problem, you know the only reason why they don't get away with it? You want me to tell you the reason why these gang affiliated people don't get away with it?
Why?
Because they never register it on the books as a business organization. What you mean? It ain't no different. It ain't no different than the Masonic fraternity. It ain't no different than the Bar Association. You know what a gang is? The police department is a fucking gang. A gang is an organization, a structure of government of any source. That's the definition of a gang. What is y'all talking about? KKK, they're a fucking gang. The Bears football team, that's a gang. What? There's an exception because they get paid to do it? Go fuck with one of them and see what happens. You see what I'm saying to you? I'm telling you what it is. It's only unlawful because you don't have a license to do what it is. That's otherwise what it is. But guess what? That also infringe upon your First Amendment because you have the right to what? Assemble. I love the Constitution. Every time I read the Constitution, it makes me feel good about myself. You see what I'm saying? Because it gives me understanding, the level kind of understanding that you want to understand until you go in there. You know how much of these officials that's elected and voted in that do not understand the Constitution, never read the Constitution outside of law school? If they read it in there at all, they probably read like 3 different parts of the Constitution and that was it. And they don't follow near part of it. It is your job to make them follow it. Because if they pull you over in your vehicle, you have to pay that fine that they try to give you, right? Start following the law. Let me show y'all something. Fuck him up. You want diplomatic immunity? Who want diplomatic immunity?
Me. I want it.
Anybody? You get pulled over in a traffic stop. Watch this. I'm going to give you the routine. You get pulled over in a traffic stop. Watch this now. I'm showing you how not knowing your rights could cause you not to assert them. Watch this. You don't got to get belligerent. You don't got. Yo, why would I get gully with a motherfucker pointing a gun at me or with a gun strapped to you? We overdo that shit in the streets. You got your strap with you. You got that. You see what I'm saying? So we call that the up. You got the up on me. You got it. You see what I'm saying to you? But you see our rules is don't pull it and don't use it. You see what I'm telling you? Because, yo, you pull that, On some people I know, you pull it on me, you better use it. Fuck it, I ain't gonna use nobody else. You pull it on me, you better use that motherfucker. I'll tell you. Straight up. I was like that since I was a shorty. I don't ever let people play like this to me with their fingers. Straight up. You can't tell me what's disrespectful to me, but I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna deal with it. Don't pull that strap on me and don't use it. So this is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to start thinking. Yo, police pull you over, the first thing you do is what? Get nervous, start fidgeting, doing the most. What you doing the most for? Let me show you game. Let me show you game. They pull you over. Boom. They walk up to your car. What's the first thing they do?
License, registration.
License, registration, and insurance, right? If they don't ask for the whole thing. Real talk. Real talk. Look, you can't control the action of another, but there's nowhere in law that said you cannot express your rights at no time, and you don't got to get belligerent and do it. Just ask him, is your body cam on? He said, yeah, good. Thank you. Right? Look, you ask him question. When he asks for license registration, ask him, are you detained? You see, y'all need to stop asking police officer what's your probable cause. That's how I know people don't understand the law. Because officers cannot establish probable cause. They are not a sitting judge. They could establish a RAS, meaning reasonable articulated suspicion, and that's because they have, and at that time, in order for them to meet the prongs of that, they have to have knowledge that you're about to commit a crime, or that they see you committed a crime, not mere suspicion. Mere suspicion ain't gonna cut it. Because they used to use that to run down on you back in the days, but stop and frisk and all of that there used to put a factor. You feel what I'm saying to you? Them search and seizure, if you don't know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, that shit go in front of the right judge. That bitch there going out the window. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. You see? You don't gotta ask me why the fuck I put a for sure endorsement behind something. Because I know. You see, you can't walk in McDonald's and ask them anything off their 10K filing. Are you gonna ask you really believe that somebody at McDonald's that's flipping burger gonna be able to tell you something that's going on in the 10K filing?
No.
No, right? How many of y'all ever read your job 10K filing?
I didn't.
So why the hell y'all feel like these people read their job stuff just because they work there?
They don't.
That's insane. That's insane. Do me a favor, sis.
Yes.
Pull up Minnesota Rule 220 for me. Let me get you a little bit more understanding. Birth certificate. People tell you don't follow these statutory procedure, but as I showed you earlier, if you don't follow it, it puts you in a situation. You see what I'm saying to you? With them. All the time. Do anybody else in here got a computer? If you got a computer and you're not busy, if you like to come up and do some research and educate yourself, as I'm here giving instructions and stuff like that there, yo, feel free to send me a request or drop a 1 and I will pull you up. You see what I'm saying to you? Minnesota Rule 220. Can you go ahead and spit your bars, something sis?
The Register of Titles is authorized to receive for registration of memorials upon any outstanding certificate of title and official birth certificate pertaining to...
Hold on, stop. What did they say?
They say any title of official birth certificate.
Birth certificate, but what did they say before that? Before the /?
It says, upon any outstanding certificate, say the Register of Titles, any authorized to receive for registration of memorials upon...
The registrar,
yes,
right, is authorized, right? And then it say, upon memorial, right? When you deal with memorial, anything in connection to memorial is death, right?
Okay.
What?
Nah, I didn't know that.
It's an honorary. Memorials are honorary, and most of the time you hear it's in relation to what? A decedent.
Jeez, right. Okay, it makes sense now. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? The shit that I told you, they ain't never taught us how to fucking read.
Right.
How they taught us how to read, and they brought us up on Mr. Webster in Oxford.
Right.
They're hanging out on what? Black's Law and what? Banking Dictionary. Make sense.
Yeah. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So it's an observance, like that individual said, Memorial Day. You see what I'm saying to you? Death, right? So when you look at it, right, and it tells you certificate of title. Now, when you look at your car title, it says certificate of title.
Right.
Any of y'all ever looked at a car title before?
Yeah, it's a certificate of title. Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're holding on to a certificate of title. Now, when you got your certificate of title, all right, it said the registrar is authorized to receive the word outstanding. You got an outstanding warrant. What does outstanding mean? Not yet apprehended, not yet received. So he is authorized to receive upon memorial any outstanding birth certificate of title. That's what's always there. So that's what they call it.